following podcast contains adult themes, sexual content, and adult language. But would you rather have it any other way?
Welcome to the Would Rather podcast, where we tackle some of the hardest, most offensive, and sometimes awkward would you rather questions. Today's question is, would you rather show a future employer your full browser history or have them live with you for a month? I'm your host, Meng, and today on the panel we have returning guest. Yeah, this is the second time. Hey, Renee.
Yep, that's right. Yep. Ooh.
And her big dick colleague, Glenn. How you doing, Glenn?
Yeah, not too bad, mate.
Yeah, not too bad.
Hanging in there.
Yeah, I thought I went with a...
Bit hung, no pun intended. After the night last night.
But you're looking better.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling
He's
all right.
had some
Bit
beers,
nervous.
so he's back into it, I think.
You've thrown me off track here a little bit with the question, but the mind's boggling. So we'll see what racks up.
All right, so what are we thinking?
I'm thinking I would definitely go with living with one for a month. I think.
What's that?
Actually, now I'm rethinking that. Depends what you're searching on your internet.
Well, this is your own browser history, so
Yeah. So everything you've searched,
everything you've ever searched
you have
for.
to show them each
Yeah.
search history.
Or you don't have to show them; they can just look at it.
just look
themselves.
through it, like from how far back, like forever.
Yeah.
Is how far back as I want to go.
Yeah, let's say forever.
Wouldn't be a month like how long we're going to live with you for.
Ooh.
No, it's
No, it can be like how
it'd be
far
like
back.
every day up to today. We could say like for the last year.
Well, it's tough because it depends on the person as well that you're...
going to work for. Do we know who the future employer?
Yeah, you don't know who the future. You don't know him or her.
Also, just a job you've applied for, or just
Yes.
so you've applied for it, but you haven't met the employer yet.
No.
Who
Correct.
you're going to live with?
That's correct.
Yeah, well, browser history's pretty short and sweet. No matter how bad it is, but a month living with someone...
I think it would be interesting
that
though.
could be long and hung.
But it would be fun though. Like depending on who it is, it's just like a lucky draw, isn't it? Because your future employee could be like some hot chick, old or young, because you like both, old and young.
All right.
So even if it was some old chick, that would be fine for you,
Well,
baby.
Would you be comfortable with them like seeing you every day and knowing all your habits and stuff? Like, is that more of like what's more of the embarrassing prospect? Is like someone seeing everything you've ever searched for, or like for them to see you, you know, like the way you live and...
But even if they're living with you in your own home, you could adjust your habits a little bit. You could clean up before they come, right? Because you know that they're coming.
Yeah, but like...
Or do they just rock and go, I'm here for a month?
No, you can clean up,
live.
but I mean, let's be honest. Like,
Yeah,
for a whole
well-
month, how long are you going to keep that straight up? Like,
I could do it easily.
I couldn't.
I'd probably go for the browser history because I did actually live with someone who I didn't really know for about 2 months. She was a school teacher
Yeah.
to get started, and I was not allowed to wash my teeth. I was allowed to wash my teeth, but I wasn't allowed to rinse it with hot water
Why not?
because the pipes in the bathroom used to make a little clicking noise, and it was using too much energy. So to brush my teeth, rinse and wash my mouth out, which would probably use, well, maybe the third of a cup of water, I had to use the cold water.
Wait, who was it? Her house?
Yeah.
And why were you living there?
Just moved out of the rental from next door.
The
and
rental?
she needed someone to move in.
Your rental now?
No, this is when I was in Adelaide.
And you didn't know her?
I knew her as the neighbour.
How
But
old was she?
All enough.
20, she's probably 30 now. She's a few
Oh,
years
so
younger than
she's
me, about
young.
your age.
Few years younger. That's
Yeah.
like 8 years younger than you.
Yeah, she was, I mean, she wasn't a walrus, so obviously.
She was a walrus.
Did you ever see her like in her underwear or like,
Nah, I saw some pink
Accident?
pyjamas.
oh, were they cute?
I was just turned off by the fact that I couldn't use hot water. And
So it was okay to use the cold water.
yeah, that's fine.
But question, why do you want to rinse your teeth out with
Because my
hot
teeth are a
water?
bit sensitive, like me. It flows through. So the old cold water in winter can be a little bit...
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it's not ice cold that comes out of your taps. It's like normal temperature.
Well, we don't all have perfect teeth like you're in.
I don't have perfect teeth.
Glistening white.
They're not, but okay. Thanks for the compliment anyway.
Meng, they look pretty white.
Yeah, but I mean, she flosses like all the time though.
I flossed just before I came here
Oh my god.
and after the gym. Anyways,
Okay.
back on topic. I would definitely go for the live-in because then I could just adjust my habits if I needed to. I don't because I'm pretty normal, like except for some things, but I could adjust. No, actually, I'm pretty.
You could adjust for anyone.
I think I could, yeah, if I had to.
Would you be worried about like?
Oh no, there's one thing I could not deal with is noise after like 9 p.m, 9:30 p.m. because I didn't go to sleep. So if they're noisy, making noise,
Get
talking
up
on
at
the
5:30 in the
phone,
morning to message people that you're awake.
exactly. So if they're being annoying, making loud noises, it depends. Are they allowed to bring people over? Are they allowed to treat it like their house as well, or is there boundaries placed on them by me?
Well, would you place boundaries on your own future employer? Like this is going to be your future
Nice
boss.
ones, maybe just like, oh, can you please just not have like parties and stuff like that? That would be nice. But that will show I'm
you're not-
responsible
Yeah, I'm
anyway.
sure that's fine. I'm sure
But
that's
you're
fine.
not going to
Yeah.
be yourself for the first week or two because you don't know the person. You don't
No.
know
Yeah,
anything really, and you're probably
you could
going to
hide
be just
stuff if you wanted to. If you
That
had to, you could hide stuff.
not with browser history though.
Yeah, that's the thing. So you can't hide with browser history, but you can with like the live-in thing.
Yeah, no, that's.
And a month will go pretty fast because like,
is it though? I feel like a month is.
Are you working at the time? Are you with another job at the time? Like, do you go to work every day, all day, and come home?
Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah, no, you don't have to be home.
Yeah,
For like.
exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, still, that would mean like for a whole month you'd have to be aware of. Like, there's like this person that you have to make a good impression on, right? And you probably
That's
wouldn't want
easy.
to. You probably wouldn't want to like, do things like have sex
Or
or
if
like
they're-
jerk off or all
Although
that
I could
kind of
wait a
stuff.
month for that.
If they're gay as well, like how are you going to just start living with someone and their gay partner coming home and
That's fine with me.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
I don't have an issue with that. Do you?
well, no.
Well, I mean, it's
Can't say now. Like, how can you say yes?
It would be new, so I couldn't say I wouldn't.
What if it was?
I wouldn't
a
have an
woman?
issue with it,
What if it
but-
was a woman?
Well,
Would you have an issue
Just have
with
to make
her
sure-
girlfriend coming around, or?
nah, I just have to make sure SBS is still playing Eat Carpet, I guess. 11:30 every night. But
You would need to give them privacy. They'll be like, Glenn, can you like leave us alone?
yeah. No, I don't know. I'd probably still go for the browser history because it's just there's too many variables with living with someone.
Would it just be like the usual things? Your browser history?
yeah. So what?
Like
What
footy?
if it was Alex?
It'd just be footy. Alex?
Alex from work, like he's got the people skills
He would actually be really annoying.
of Renee's floss. Like it's just
He would be annoying.
Mm.
Yeah, he would annoy me because he's a talker. But
he
he's not a
hasn't
fun
been
talker.
upskilled with.
What do you mean by like a non-fun talker? Like, what does that involve?
He just talks like annoyingly, doesn't he?
He just talks annoyingly.
Yeah.
No, he just talks like too much. He's very young though. He's only like 20 or something.
Yeah, but he
Yeah, that's a good point though.
He's got a
If it was
different-
someone like him.
he's got a different way of making himself comfortable around people
Yeah,
by like taking the mickey, but when
it's not funny.
But it's not fun.
no,
Nah.
That's pretty unfortunate.
If it was an old person, old employer, that would be alright because they'll just keep to themselves. You would think, just watch some TV,
and they'd go to bed early when
have
you
some
do.
tea. Yeah, they'll go to bed at the same time as me. That would be nice.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah.
But what if you just like don't know, and whatever choice you make, that's the first time you get to meet them? Would you be willing to take that
Yeah.
risk?
Because even if they're your boss, like, you don't have to like your boss. So if you, in that month, if you go to really dislike them, that would suck. Because you know them on a more personal level, that would be annoying. But if no one else at work would know that, do the other people at work, at your future workplace, would they know that they lived with you for a month? Surely not, because that would be, they would all think that you're, like, got a thing or something.
Well, not necessarily.
I think so. It depends who it is. If it's like,
Yeah, exactly.
I think Renee's sticking with the living person because she doesn't really use the internet much, so she hasn't got much browser
I
history.
don't. I just go on my phone.
Yeah.
I don't even own a laptop or an iPad or anything like that. Or I don't even own my
would
own
you-
TV.
Oh, then
I just own this phone. That's it. So you can go through this. There's nothing. There's nothing on there.
So what do you search for then? Like,
Not much. Not much. Yeah, I don't really Google much.
what the fuck?
Just the news and like my bank balance and stuff like that. Some house history that's not very interesting. Yeah.
I like Google everything actually. It's kind of like a discussion of like safety, right? Like what you'd feel more safe. Like would I feel more safe with someone looking at my browser history, or would I feel more safe like living with that person?
So maybe I should go for the browser history because I don't have much in there anyway.
It seems like that's like the safer option for you.
Yeah.
Right.
What about you? You just have gambling stuff on there. Some gambling and some other things.
Yeah, look, we like to look what's on the internet, don't we? We like to see what's out there.
What would be on there more, porn or gambling history? Like gambling, like footy and, all those sports bets things you guys do. What would be the ratio of like naughty stuff and that?
It would be a percentage of some sort.
But I mean, is it about like, is it really about like the existence of searches for porn, or is it about what kind of porn? Like what is the
possibly.
more, kind of awkward thing, right? Because
That's
I mean,
true.
like everyone expects that if they look through someone's browser history, they're gonna find some sort of porn, unless you're looking through Renee's phone. Even
I
then,
clear my search history sometimes as well.
okay, but we're talking about like
Same, but I also forget. And that's when questions are asked.
Like?
Like, what is this?
yeah. Do you find that like I'm not sure if there's like a normal behavior for most people, but I pretty much search for everything that I ever have a query about. So usually when I'm sick, I'll go, what does it mean if, my left eye keeps twitching? Or like, what does it mean if...
I've had that.
No, I do that, yeah.
Yeah. Or like if my butt hurts or of some sort, and I get really specific. So I'll just search for anything. Or sometimes I'll just search for like random shit. I'm just thinking about like, how long is like the longest umbilical cord in the world or something?
Yeah, see, I squirm that kind of stuff.
So what do you usually search for when you have
I
internet?
like my news and sport at work, because obviously that's all you can really look at work.
Yeah. And then comfort review at home?
When you don't have internet.
Look, it's the World Wide Web. There's just so much out there to search.
So you have to go to your parents' house first. So that limits what you search.
That's if I'm downloading. So if I'm downloading, I will use them, but I could just use my phone as well.
Yeah,
No, you
sure.
can't.
Well, normally I can.
No, okay. Okay, to be fair, you can normally use your phone like everyone else.
But yeah, I mean, what you're looking up, are you thinking about what other people are going to judge you on by looking that up?
Like when you're looking it up? No, you're not.
No.
No.
No, exactly.
I think I would go with the internet browser. Actually, I've changed because I don't have anything to hide. But if I knew who I was going to live with, and if it was someone that I think it would be fun, then I would choose that just because it would be fun.
What about if it was like messages as opposed to like browser history?
I would rather go for the browser history, not messages. No way.
Now we're
Actually, no. I delete. Oh, it sounds so bad. I delete a lot of stuff, so it's not. Some people I know
Is
that
that
keep
just like keep your megs big?
that,
Keep your
that and just some combos I'd rather not keep. But like I know one person who keeps everything, absolutely everything. So to go through their phone would be very interesting, I think. But I often like delete.
Not
a
if
lot
they're
of
like
stuff.
a boring person, though, right? Or even if they were
Yeah,
boring, maybe you
true.
can find something else.
That's a good point. But I would rather browse history than messages for sure.
What do you reckon? There's anything that you've ever searched for that like no one else in the world has ever searched for?
Ooh. I don't know, Glenn. You want to weigh in?
It's
Go on, Glenn.
you'd like to think so. Nothing's really jumping at me though.
Before you lost your use of your phone, what did you used to search for the most?
I remember I did look up porn at work about 15 years ago when we first got the internet, and came across this beautiful greyhound and this lady.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh,
And there was all kinds of warnings and stuff flashing on the screen, and decided, maybe the internet's not for me.
Was this on the work computer?
Yeah, overtime as well.
Were you in
So it was time and a
open
half.
office?
Open office, yeah, but I was back against the window, so any cleaning staff that were walking past at the time may have...
Did you panic?
Well, probably afterwards when everything became about audits and what you're allowed to look at work and what you're not, and how.
But that's common sense, though. Or you're not allowed to look
Yeah,
at.
but when you're a young 20-year-old, there's not much common sense floating around, especially with blokes. Man,
No, that is true. That is
Yeah.
true. I think like most of the like really fucked up stuff I ever seen was pretty much when I was younger.
Like, what would one example be?
I've seen like a woman let a dog fuck her. I've also
I've seen the horse one.
Mr. Hands. Is
No,
that
I don't know, but I've seen a horse one.
okay? But what was it? A horse and a guy and
No, a horse and a chick.
You know, I actually read once that like there was a chick that died because
the horse came.
the horse yeah, and she choked on all the horse jizz and she died, and that really sobered me up.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen that.
But is that what you've seen? Like,
Nah,
animals?
I've seen Mr. Hands, which is it's a video of this guy where he recorded himself getting fucked by a horse. And what happened was like the horse got too excited, and he ruptured the guy's anus and lower intestine. Had to go to hospital, and he fucking died.
How was the horse?
Well hung. I call it the Glendick.
They're huge. Anyway.
Well, that's extraordinary that you would let something of another.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, you must have just gone like, fuck it, I could take this. But that's probably like, it's a really dumb YOLO moment, isn't it?
But once again, that's the internet. I mean, there's been instances with women in the news that they've been arrested for dogs just because of stuff they say. It's like, well, let's give this a go. So you've got to wonder like what's going to be next, really.
What about the sheep? Have you heard about the guy, like, a lot of guys or women with sheep? Like, fuck sheep? Have you not heard of that?
No, I've never seen a sheep one, actually.
I haven't seen it, but I've just heard of it.
Can you
Like,
elaborate, Renee,
someone
on the
getting
sheep?
like someone getting arrested because they would.
Oh, yeah, you read that about it in the papers a lot, actually.
Yeah.
They're New Zealanders.
I wasn't going to go there.
They often have them tied to a pole and they call them leisure centres, but yeah, they do like them down there. Very warm.
You're not part Kiwi, eh?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
No, bro.
No, bro.
No.
bro.
And I won't be going there either after seeing what became of the Once Warriors. That was terrifying.
Didn't see that.
Don't.
Is there anyone in the world that you would be most sort of against seeing the kind of stuff that you search for on the net? Is there anyone that you kind of have in mind, you're like, fuck, I would never want them to know the kind of shit that I'm into or the shit I'm interested in, even if it was just like really
God.
innocent stuff.
Maybe Russell Crowe. Pretty violent man.
That's so random. I thought you meant someone that you knew.
No. He got
do you know
upset
him?
with Rebel Wilson the other day. I'm not sure what they've got in common.
What, did they have a fight?
Yeah, well, with
About
the
what?
whole defamation
Court
case,
thing,
and
yeah.
he told her to fuck off back to New York, as he does. I mean, look, there's that
What
much.
about someone you know? Anyone at work?
Well, you've got to worry about repercussions of. Glenn, what's that?
But they already think
It's
they think
worrying
you're a
that.
bit off anyway, don't they?
Yeah,
Like they're a bit Glenn.
I think the future's where the issue will lie, though, because there's just that much there that's available now to be seen for kids, and young teens. Like, stuff that you would see now, wouldn't dream of seeing
Yeah.
10, 15 years ago.
That's true.
And when it comes across people that aren't very sociable or they like to take things to the next level, then anything's possible.
Yeah, well, what kind of scares me is how easy it is to like search for things like how to make, homemade explosives and all that kind of stuff. Like,
You can search anything, can't you?
I did that when I was 6.
wait, you looked up how to make a bomb?
It was more poison, really. I tried to poison the cat, which ate my little guinea pigs.
Okay, yeah, fair
Pops I
enough.
had, and when you're 6 years old and your mum's a pharmacist, there's a lot in the bathroom cabinet.
Oh, right,
I
sure.
just made the concoction, and
Did
I
you?
don't think the cat ate it though, unfortunately.
Okay, so the cat lived.
The cat lived.
Fair enough.
The guinea pig pups were inhaled.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
But when you're a young child and you you try and come up with ideas of how you're going to kill something, and when you're 6, they're not the best.
I heard like there was a story that my friend once told me, which was that there's in certain parts of like Egypt and stuff, because there's so many of the street cats, like homeless cats, whatever you call them, stray cats that run around. There's people that play this game where they catch the cats and put them in bags and just like hit them against the wall and stuff to kill them. Yeah,
Where's this?
like in Egypt and stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
Why- so why do they do that?
It's like a pastime to like kill the stray cats because they're like a pest.
Do they want to eat them ever?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe they do.
After they bash them?
Yeah, I guess.
That's
Yeah, I don't like cats.
not good.
I don't.
Oh my god.
I don't find them very sociable. All they do is eat, want attention, and just let that meow noise out. Same.
Okay, so my next thing was like,
Yes.
if you were to live with someone, what would you say, right? If you analyzed yourself, would be your habits that would annoy someone the most, or just you don't think would sit well with
Okay,
most
my
people?
habits.
No. It was
Ladies first. Okay.
I hope so.
My habits would be that I'm extremely, extremely annoying.
Like all your socks that you're wearing.
Yeah, like I'm very, very talkative, as you guys know. And I'm very like fussy with cleanliness.
Yeah, but I mean,
Things have to be clean.
when it comes to that situation, do you clean or do you make?
No,
or-
I would clean it.
Oh, that's
But
fine.
it'd probably annoy the other person because of how much I would want it cleaned up. And also, I go to bed at a certain time, and everything has to be quiet. Otherwise, I can't sleep. So
Do you
probably
sleep with an eye mask?
yes,
Do you sleep with like
And don't you sleep with
earpods.
earpods as well?
yeah,
Yeah,
An eye mask and earpods.
yeah. That's how I'd smash
So
my.
if someone breaks into your house,
That's what Matt would always say.
what would you do?
She just get raped.
That's
But I don't
pretty
do it by
much it.
myself.
This rape
you're
city
here
from here.
now. The eye mask is on. I can't see ya.
Well, that's how I smash my
I can't hear any
shin.
noises you're making. You can hear mine. It's okay. Just don't leave a mess when you go, and it'll be fine. Because I'm clean.
Or like, yeah, it's a risk. If I lived by myself, I wouldn't sleep. No, if I lived by myself, I wouldn't have to because the house would be quiet. But because I never have lived by myself, it's always noisy. So I
you
need
can't
those
relax
things.
yourself enough
No, I can't.
to just fall asleep
No.
without those
No.
instruments.
Correct.
Jesus.
So that in itself, that's a bit annoying.
And when did this start?
Years ago. Yep.
Did something trigger that off? Was there an earthquake one night when you fell asleep? And you
No, just everyone's, because I go to bed so early, everyone's still up doing stuff and talking and watching TV. And I just found I can't sleep. And I need darkness as well.
Yeah, you're a
That's-
fussy sleeper, hey?
I'm just fussy in general. Just a bit of annoying with some things about. Anyway, your turn.
The question was about habits, living
Yeah.
with people.
Yeah.
Look, I live with a guy, a good old mate of mine,
Mm-hmm.
and he used to do bushman's blows on the floor.
What's a bushman blow?
Is that
Yeah, so
no way?
Oh, right,
if
right.
you don't have
No
Renee's
way.
tissues here, I caught him one Sunday night, obviously after a pretty big weekend. He was just laying on the couch and just giving it the old on the floor. And that was a bit shocking. I mean, that's not something you see.
I wouldn't even do that outside.
No, well, I would, because if it's got to go, it's got to go. And it's a pretty powerful tool, the Bob Bushman's blow.
That's so disgusting.
Do you really want it up there? Like, if you
That's
get
what
it-
tissues are for. I don't just have to snip it back in.
well, that's how you get sick. Because if you swallow it, it gets on your chest and you'd never get better.
Right.
Have you ever done that? You've never done
Nah.
that. It's
You've
very
never done the
Aussie.
Bushman's blow?
No.
It's very Aussie term.
Try it. It's powerful.
It's not inside. I'll put
Just
that in the bin
one
after.
finger on the nose and just.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Comes out.
like in the shower.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that counts. Okay, if that counts, then yeah, for sure.
The shower's
not like-
different though,
Yeah, that's what I feel as well. Like,
because it just goes straight down the drain.
but this wasn't like
Very-
this wasn't like in a shower situation, was it?
No,
Like,
this
you-
was a Sunday night, bit of TV, and
That's so disgusting.
yeah. So what's your reaction to that situation? You just go, oh yeah, okay. And there's no expectation for him to like clean it up or anything. It's just like, yep, that's free.
well,
did you
yeah.
say?
I mean, I looked and realised that did just happen, and when
Could you see it on the ground?
No, it was dark. No, it was lights were off. It was Sunday night, 7:30. We were winding down after a pretty big weekend on old Sunnybrook Drive there.
Is
And
this that mate whose last name starts with M?
no, this is Trompy.
Oh, Jumpy. Oh, the hot gym
Another
guy.
guy, Ben. Yeah, but yeah, that was.
Oh, it's not so hot now. It was a Trumpy that did it.
This guy looks like Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, next time I see him at the gym, I'll be like, ew.
No, it
Gross.
wasn't Trompy. No.
Okay, yeah, anyway.
And then, yeah, I mean, there's other things like you'd bring a bird home and, who you fucking got in there tonight, Mazza? Who's in there tonight, eh? Who's in there? Who you fucking tonight, Mazza? And, yeah, you're trying to get him to stay in the room. It's pretty hard after that, too, because, yeah.
They just walk out, do they?
Oh, you try and persuade him to stay and he'll go to sleep soon, but...
This wasn't the manager, was it? Our manager at the time?
No,
Okay.
it's just an old mate.
Oh,
I mean, but yeah, look, living with people, you come across everything. I had a bird which left a tampon in the toilet, thick of tomato sauce.
Yuck!
And once again, first thing in the morning, it's not
She
nice
left
to
it
look
in
down
there.
at that.
Maybe
yeah.
it was an... Oh, quickly, can I tell one quick story?
Yeah.
Once I was
As long as it's
staying...
quick.
Once I was staying at this house with my friend. She was seeing some guy. I mean, and it ended up at his house somewhere. I don't even remember. And I woke up in the morning. I slept in the spare room. I looked down, and yeah, I saw a used tampon on the ground. I almost vomited. Like it was.
Was
What
it yours?
stage? Was it like
was
it
just-
like the high red or was it like the
Oh, it was. I don't know. I don't want to think about
Wait,
it.
was it yours?
No,
Oh, okay.
no,
Right,
of course
right,
not.
okay. So
Gross.
someone else's. And
Yeah,
was
someone
like,
else's.
fuck,
It
we're
was just
gonna-
there. It was just behind the bed. Yeah, anyway, continue. And so she would leave she left a tampon. Did you
used
say
condoms?
anything
I've come across a used condom then.
from him?
No,
From
this-
you or from
No,
him?
this was just someone else.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just cleaning up a bedroom and putting the sheet on. You look down and, ooh.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it is. It's
That's
the first thing that
gross.
comes to your head because you know it's not yours.
How do you know it's not yours?
Oh, they're not nice things, are they, man? Condoms?
No.
Nah.
Used or otherwise.
Strangling
Okay.
hung's not sexy.
Yeah, but I mean, so those are things that, that would annoy you. But what about, your own
Stuff
habits?
I would do,
Yeah.
annoy other people.
Yeah.
I'm very conscious. Like, I'd go out of my way to try and make sure that I don't irritate people.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty conscious like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Not at work.
Uh,
Oh, you're okay at work. You have to be told. Glenn has to be told, like a child, don't come talk to me today. I'm really busy.
I get distracted easily, yes.
He walks around every 10 minutes.
But, yeah, I do. I clean up. Like, I had a mate living here recently and I was only staying there once a week and I come home and just do the dishes and it didn't worry me. But, yeah, no, I'm pretty conscious of people because, you've got to live with them. You've got to try and
Right, yeah, of
make
course.
it work. So, keeping them happy at the same time.
Wow, Glenn's wife material.
Yeah. 40 in February.
Oh, poor Glenn.
People
People have to tell you, though.
Obviously,
stuff
people
off.
complain about things, though. I mean, I used to live with a terroriser,
A what?
A terrorizer.
a good mate of mine. I used to see a girlfriend down in Kwinana, and I'd come home at 6:30 in the morning in winter and walk in the front door, and he'd be standing behind it and just let out the biggest roar and just put you through the roof, really. Another time, he threatened to put the hose on me on a Sunday morning because I hadn't gotten up at Ming time and started cleaning the house. So he had the hose at the door ready to just spray me. So yeah, I mean, you can be lazy, but I guess I've grown out of that. Also living with him, there was a knock at the door and someone had left a big pile of doggy doo-doo, lit it up. So as you open the door, it's just like... I was watching the movie Vacancy at the time and I was scared shitless, so I just went and hid in my room.
I feel like you've got so many good stories. Oh, he's got the best stories.
Oh, God. But I mean, it feels like all those are sort of like quite innocent. Like you've never been in a situation where living with someone has actually put you in sort of like physical danger or harm, right?
Oh, well, I was living with another lady who was on Farmer Wants a Wife, and she had... Yeah, she was on Farmer Wants a Wife, famously. She she's pregnant now, not from the farmer though. And she's got one of those little white dogs. What are they called? Starts with P.
Poodles?
No.
Pomeranians?
Yes, Pomeranian.
A little.
This Pomeranian, Pickles, has got to the front door, which was ajar. I was down the other end of the house and it's looking at me, and I knew it was on. It got out, and I was running the streets of Scarborough for 3K to try and get Pickles. This little white fucking Pomeranian who was just sprinting like it was...
Why couldn't she go get it?
She wasn't home.
So, wait, she was on Farm Wants a Wife.
Yeah,
But what happened?
Um,
She lost, didn't you?
Yeah, maybe he didn't like her dog because I didn't. But there's some busy streets in Scarborough.
Yeah.
And when you're chasing a dog and the dog thinks this is fun, the dog doesn't stop for anything.
No.
So I was about 3K into my run and these people were on the footpath and I'm almost kaput by this stage and I think they thought I was trying to steal it. I don't know. But yeah, I guess there's always incidents with living with people.
Any more
And
stories?
dogs.
Who else have you lived with besides that?
You seem to live with quite a few
Yeah, it's
different people,
interesting.
eh?
I live with another mate who sleeps with the light on.
Did that annoy you?
Oh, when you pay the electricity bill, for sure.
Why do you do that?
Because he was scared of the dark, probably.
Yeah. Like he doesn't watch horror movies, refuses
Really?
to watch
How old
Mascos.
is he?
He's
Oh, Mascos.
32, 33.
Can I tell Matt?
And refuses to
I'm going
watch
to tell Matt.
scary movies.
It's Matt's
Will
cousin.
not do it.
By marriage.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Very. He had a mirror as well, which he came out from his bedroom and he looked in it every time. He was very vain. Very vain. Mirror had to be looked into every time. But then you're sleeping with the light on, and I mean those kinds of things you can't really add up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's old behaviour.
What about you? Do you have any? Like, or have you always lived with your parents? Well, I've always lived with my parents, so I've got no stories.
Well, I
at
mean,
all.
I've been here for a couple of years, so we've seen a fair few people come and go.
So you've had some
Any-
housemate stories?
Oh, yeah.
What about parent stories?
Yeah.
I've seen parents do things
Oh, have you ever seen
that
that?
a child's not meant to see.
Oh, yeah, but that was a very long time
You have
ago.
seen it?
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never.
I had my initiation very, very young. But that was before here, though.
How young?
Like, it would have been before I moved to Perth. So, it would have been before I was 10.
Oh, that is young.
Taiwan.
Yeah. No, back in Brisbane.
Oh, Brisbane. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I had my
Who was in
initiation
charge?
I don't remember. I don't remember the
That's very
specifics, but I just remember I just remember the talk. It started.
Sorry?
I had to talk to you after.
You remember the talk?
Yeah, the talk. Yeah, like because they didn't lie to me. It wasn't like one of those.
Oh, they spoke to you about what you saw.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
you see, yeah, right.
Poor little Thai boy.
How did you deal with that afterwards?
it.
Did the talk help?
Yeah, it piqued my curiosity. I think like I was really interested in sexuality at like a very young age, which was like both a blessing and a curse, I guess. Like I went through some like really dark patches, like, but I think it made
And
me.
you're
a lot
only 10.
healthier. Yeah. Yeah. So like one of the things was like
Wow.
it helped me to discover like
You're not 30 yet, are you?
no, not yet.
Wow. There's dark patches to come.
He's a youngin.
I feel like I've gone through. Actually, maybe not. I can never underestimate like what's out there. But yeah, I've had a couple of people actually that have come and gone.
Yep.
The person that lived here before my sister's boyfriend was this guy that was here for like years and years and years, and he was like an older gentleman. It's
Like a what?
It's fine. Nice. He was an older gentleman.
Older gentleman?
Yeah, you've never met him before. Hey, like
No. Why is he a gentleman?
okay, he was an older guy. Like that was
Oh,
yeah,
How old?
And then he became a gentleman.
and
And then it got dark.
he was like this old like ranger,
How old?
50 plus,
Whoa.
right? But he was
Not much older than you.
he was super into Asians, like super into Asian girls,
Oh.
right? So anytime,
Oh,
Awkward.
yeah, because every time Nan would like get me dressed up for something, she'd come out and he'd be like, you know, but it was like a funny CD, you know, it was a funny CD.
we had an Asian brothel down the road from my parents, about 10 houses down. Had a red light and everything.
Oh no shit! Was it like pure Asians or just like
Yeah.
only Asians?
Yeah.
Any lookers or?
Yeah, nah, they're looking pretty.
But you don't like Asian.
No, they're good people. But I'm not attracted to them, but they're probably not attracted to me either. So it's a win-win.
They probably are.
Well, actually, yeah, they are. Yes, they are. They are, because I had one at my old work
Oh my god.
who asked me to come down and take photos of her.
Like naked?
I didn't want to ask.
Well, wait, how did that conversation go? Was
Yeah.
Like, hey,
I was a
Glenn.
post-it note on my desk. Can you come down and take some photos of me during lunch? Yes.
Where was she from?
I'm not sure.
one of
But
Whatever.
one of those Asian countries.
yeah, you're one of those Asian
Yeah,
countries.
one
There's
of
many. But yeah, it's funny how people can suddenly become attracted to you and you don't give out anything. other
Like
than-
Beth.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, isn't it? It's kind of like the harder you try, the more attractive it is, isn't it? Like,
No, the less attractive, the harder you try, don't you mean?
no, I mean the less you try, the more attractive it is.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
So it's kind of like, oh, that guy doesn't give a fuck about me. I need his dick right now. You know, like,
Yeah, that's
the kind
how it
of-
works, but
Yeah.
Does it? I haven't,
I haven't had that problem. But anyway,
nah.
any more stories, Glenn? Love Glenn's stories.
It was a time up at Greenhead, which is a couple of hundred k's north of Perth, where I was on a family holiday and I was mucking around with some kids and it was getting dark.
Wait, what do you mean you were mucking around with some kids?
Oh, just playing as a young
How
child.
old is this?
Oh, so you were a
Probably
kid.
12.
Okay.
Oh, you were young. Okay.
Yeah, because Home and Away was on at the time, and there was a lady in Home and Away. She's probably still on there, actually. Irene. She's still on there. Yeah, Irene's still
yeah.
there.
I think I know the one.
Yeah,
Don't watch it
she's
The old bed.
yeah, she's got a face that you would remember. And
I know the one.
probably not want to wake up next to. But this lady looked identical to her. And she asked me to come back to her caravan to play with the kids. And
But you're a kid, so it's not like.
I was a kid,
creepy
but
kid.
I became extremely shit scared.
Really?
Amazingly.
Was it why? Because of the way she asked you, or?
Her face?
Because she looked like Irene, yeah. She just,
right, okay. Yeah.
And it's not often that you get asked to come back to a caravan
And play with her kids.
by the mum of the kids that you were playing with when you hadn't even really been playing with the mum. Like, I don't know what the mum was playing at, but she wanted to play something. So yeah, that was I couldn't watch Home
you
and
go?
Away for what? No, I didn't go. No, I ran
That's
back.
smart,
Wow, that's-
actually.
yeah.
That's very smart. So a lot of kids would just go,
Yeah.
especially a 12-year-old.
Yeah. Yes. Prepubescent 12-year-old, yes.
Were you pre
Oh, can't remember back then.
long time
I'm not
ago,
gonna
hey?
start thinking that. Yeah, thanks, Renee. Yeah,
Your his best friend at work, who's how many years older? 7 years older.
7, yes.
Yesterday or the day before, I asked if they were the same age. She was so
He
upset.
looks like Jason Statham.
Ooh.
He does, yeah. And he's got tats all,
Whole body.
and he smokes.
Oh no shit.
Because I saw him at the when we were walking away, I was like, "Do you smoke?" He's like, "Yeah, maybe just 1 or 2 a day." I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, I found out about that last night too. Because he had quit. So,
No, he
sneaky.
hasn't quit.
But have you ever come across any scary people that
No, I've had a sheltered life, unfortunately.
you need to get out amongst that browser
Good but
history? I
bad,
think
but-
Renee and
Maybe you should give me some. Actually, no.
Meng's probably the best one to start with for browser
Probably.
history tipping.
Oh yeah. I feel like it's just one of those things that I get really lost as well when it comes to the internet, because especially since my whole world is kind of revolved around the internet, because it's kind of like my job and everything as well. I get really, really involved with it, so I it's kind of like my my answer for everything, and it's the start of everything as well. So I get lost into like these tunnels, especially like if I have like one question about something.
Tunnels or wormholes?
Wormhole.
Well, yeah, more like wow, yeah, wormholes, yeah. So I'll start with like one thing, like for example, if I watch a movie, I'll start like researching like
What kind of movie are we?
any. It could be any movies.
Action, comedy,
Anything.
erotica?
He loves
Anything.
chick flicks.
I like. Oh no, I don't mind chick flicks. I like there's
Really?
like I
I'll drag
like
him along.
I like mindfuck movies a lot though. Like those movies that
Like The
just
Room?
like yeah. That's not so much a mindfuck movie. That's just like a.
Have you seen Irreversible?
Is that the one with
It's told backwards.
Yeah. The one with the chick that gets raped.
12-minute rape scene.
Yeah.
And the guy
Oh.
that's fire extinguished to the head about 20 times.
Yeah, that's hard to watch.
Anyway, so you
yeah,
go
yeah, yeah.
through
So
these
movies like that, like really fucked up movies.
wormholes. You
So
get
yeah,
into these wormholes.
yeah. So the wormholes are just kind of like if I, for example, like watch a movie and then I'll research into like the characters or the director or whatever, and then it takes me down this path of oh well, this person's also made this. Or also made this, and then
Oh, yeah,
this
I'll do
thing's
that.
about like a book,
IMDb.
and then it's about this, and then you go in the wormhole, and then I end up like somehow watching like 2 hours worth of like movie trailers of movies that have not come out yet. I'm like, what the fuck? How did I get here? And that's just like one example. With porn, it's a bit different because like I felt like over the years, it kind of was like a very narrow sort of funnel, and now I just kind of like okay, I kind of know what I like, so I don't really sort of deviate too much from this.
So you're more so hunting as opposed to searching.
Yeah,
But don't you ever get so
very
caught up in the
that's
internet?
very eloquent, actually.
But do you ever get so caught up in the internet that you get lost, like time just goes by because you're so lost?
Of
That's what you're
course.
saying.
Unless
Yeah.
you've got like a set plan with someone or
Going
you've
to
got
bed
something
early.
to do. Shut up. Is that because I feel like you'll just be so immersed in whatever you're doing. They're like, oh crap, it's 12 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah.
Meet
Yeah.
a friend for lunch or whatever.
Yeah, I get lost in time very, very easily.
See, I'm the opposite. I won't get lost in time. Like, I'm always know the time, what I gotta do next.
That's because
Not a fun way to
phone's
live.
attached to your hand. So
I know it's not a fun way to live. it's not fun.
Nah.
That's why I like hanging out with you guys because you're just like whatever. Oh, can we ask you the question?
Yeah, of course.
What would you rather?
Oh, right. I'd probably say like browsing history.
Because there'd be so much to go through in your browsing history.
Oh, yeah, there'd be heaps.
So they'll probably give up after a bit. Like, whoa, all right,
Is that
whatever.
because you don't care what
Yeah, like I'm trying to think.
people think of what you've been looking up?
Yeah, not
Just so
really.
much.
Like the things I look up are
Yeah,
like
not
pretty-
really is not no. Well, yes.
Yeah, I mean it's not no, but it's kind of like actually you know what? Nah, I don't give a fuck. Like really, like at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck
So you choose that then?
because I don't really look up anything that deviates from what I would consider to be like
Normal?
normal.
What if your
yeah.
boss is
like
gonna-
in terms of standard deviation of normal? I'm a bit like out of the standard, but like it's not within the realms of like fucked up. Like I wouldn't want to take the risk of living with someone that I don't know, especially if I have to work with them and for them to kind of if they have like you know quirks and stuff that I don't like, or for them to know about my particular quirks because they can experience that in an office space and that's fine because at the end of the day they're like okay cool I get to go home, I don't get to see this guy again. But if they have to be exposed to that like in a 1 month period all the time, I'm pretty sure that would probably drive them crazy actually.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. Whereas if they just looked at my browsing history, we'd just be like, you know what? Okay, he's into like
Because it's done. There's not a month of worrying about it.
True.
yeah, it's just like, yeah,
Unless
this
they
is
report
this
to
is
the
me.
feds because of the wormhole that you should have driven
The
down.
one wormhole
Yeah.
I should have taken.
Yeah.
I can't believe you wouldn't want to live with me.
No, Davida, you're all right. No. But, yeah, I guess I've just lived with different people and eventually you need to know that you're living with the right person. Otherwise, you don't want to go home sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, your home should be like a haven.
Safe house.
Yeah,
Ryan
exactly.
Reynolds.
Safe house. This is true.
All right, cool. So to sort of like wrap things up and go back 360 or 180 actually, since we took a bit of a path.
If you
If
go
it- if
blend
it was-
on it, of course you do. we would have. Sorry.
So if it is someone that you don't know, but he or she is going to be a future employer, never seen them before, would you rather them live with you for a month or just to
Live.
take a look?
Yep.
Live?
Yeah, I'd probably still go live with a month.
Okay.
Oh, you changed.
Nah,
Oh, did you always say that?
I didn't want people to see my browsing history.
So we're the same then.
Jesus Christ.
We're the same.
You might not be living with them for a month if they come across your browser history. So
And that's our decision. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm surprised you guys both landed on the same page, actually.
Well, she doesn't have any browser history, so
Yeah, that kind of surprises me. Like, I would have thought.
at some point in time you would have looked up something that
Yeah.
you've really wanted to and haven't, and then finally got a moment and
I'm too busy just on Facebook or Snapchat or, those things.
you find that takes a lot of your time.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah, Renee does. Yeah,
Snapchat a
but
lot.
you know
That
why?
keeps you happy, so
Yeah,
Does Snapchat keep you happy? Do you like Snapchat?
it's all right. Some of the time. Yeah, and to be fair, like that, regardless of how your browsing history would be, you'd probably be a safer choice to go with the browsing history anyway, Renee, because she probably is unbearable to live with. So
potentially cannibal. You don't know.
Thanks, Glenn.
Thanks for knowing.
all right, cool. So thank you to Glenn and Renee for coming today. Next week we'll have a new question with the new panel. As always,
Really?
what?
New panel.
Yeah, new panel.
Oh.
But you're always welcome back.
Okay.
Yeah, would you like to
I'd
come back?
love to do it again.
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
As always, you can follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, as well as on Instagram, and all episodes will be up on iTunes or wherever else you get podcasts from. So until next time, Glenn.
Cheers, man.
Thank
Been
you.
Great. Thanks, man.